Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Now, the Season 4 build for 2023 is here on iRacing, and let me tell you, it's an absolute whopper. That's what she said. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the important stuff so you don't have to go looking through the release notes. So in this build, there are 5 new cars, 2 new tracks, and 1 updated track. So firstly, let's have a look at the cars. So in this build, we have got 2 GTP cars to slot into the IMSA series. First up, we've got the Acura ARX 06 GTP, powered by a 2.4 litre twin turbocharged V6 engine, producing over 670 horsepower. We've also got the Porsche 963 GTP. This one though is powered by Porsche's 4.6 litre twin turbo V8, again giving it over 670 horsepower. Both of these cars weigh 1,030 kilograms and feature the 50 kilowatt hybrid system. Then we've got a brand new GT3, the Ferrari 296. Now this precedes the Ferrari 488, but this one has got more downforce. So this produces 600 horsepower from its V6 2.9 litre engine. Then we have the Super Formula SF23. Now this thing is absolutely mental. It's powered by a 2 litre turbocharged inline 4 engine, but it produces more than 540 horsepower. And it's equipped with a push-to-pass system, which allows up to 200 seconds of additional fuel burn every race. And the cool thing about that is it's got an LED just above the driver's head, so whenever that's activated, that flashes. Really good for the spectator. And the last car is the NASCAR Classic Pontiac Grand Prix from 1987. You can't beat a bit of American muscle. So on to the new tracks. We have got Kern County. 4 layouts for this one. We've got Asphalt Track, Legends, Dirt Track, and Dirt Mini Oval. We've got Circuit de Lebanon. Now this circuit is just under 2 miles, and I've got to be honest, I had never heard of it, but it's tight, twisty, and it's got some gnarly elevation changes. This one is going to be a bit tricky to learn. It's played host to the French Formula 4 since 2011 and also hosts the national GT races. And then we've got the updated Zandvoort. So this has been completely rescanned, rebuilt using 2023 data. And as before, there are 4 configurations. If you already own Zandvoort, then you will get this one for free. You don't have to pay for this. So that's all the new content, which I will dive into at some point and have a proper look at each one specifically. But there are a few other things that excite me more in this build than the new content. First up, we have got an improvement to loading times. So before the build, I did some tests and I repeated those after the new build. So the first one was a test session in the Porsche RSR at Imola. Now, I timed this from clicking launch in the beta UI until the first frame of iRacing appeared. So before the build, it took 41 seconds to load in. After the build, it took 35 seconds. So that's an improvement of 6 seconds. Next one, I did the Porsche RSR at the Nürburgring. Before the new build, it took 1 minute 35 to load in. After the new build, 1 minute 11, and then a replay file of the production car challenge at Daytona. Before the new build, 1 minute 4 seconds. After the new build, 49 seconds. So a definite improvement in the loading times. Now the next thing we're going to look at is something that has needed to be addressed on iRacing forever, and as a result of how it was, it got nicknamed Ice Racing. And this is rolling drag has been rebalanced for off-track surfaces. So essentially grass and gravel. So of course I did some tests in the McLaren GT4 at Road America. So as you can see, going on the grass and on the gravel at Road America before the update, it didn't really have any impact at all in the speed of the car. But afterwards though, what a difference. The grass and gravel actually slow you down. Next thing we're going to talk about, which is really important as well, is meatball flags or lack of them. Now you will only get a meatball flag if you have got significant damage to your suspension or wheels. For aerodynamic damage, you don't get a meatball. And you can map a button if you do have contact with something or someone. You can map a button and your spotter will tell you what damage you've got. Also, other updates to the spotter where it'll tell you if a car goes off in front of you or behind. Also, an update to the penalty system. Some of the stop and goes that you used to get will now become drive-throughs. Now, an update to some of the sound options if you are using X Audio 2. Now, these will simulate ear protection and wearing a helmet. So I've tested those. I'll let you watch those now. So I don't know when it would be useful. Maybe if you're racing in VR and you want to feel that you're wearing a helmet, that might be useful, but I'll probably just use it as it is normally. And the last thing I want to talk about is the maximum different cars you can have in a session has been increased from 8 to 12. And this will obviously create some weird and wonderful multi-class events. So there's loads more to go over. I will link the release notes down below in the description. Go and have a look at them. But there's absolutely loads in this build. Yes, there's lots of new content, but it's all the other stuff that make the simulator better that I'm more interested in. The likes of the loading times and the gravel now slowing you down. But still, alas, no rain. So let me know down below in the comments what you think of the new build. I think it's an absolute blinder. As always, thanks for watching. See you later. Cheers.